London, 3:47 a.m. In a crowded flat lit by flickering monitors, a lone hacker waits for the markets to open. 5 minutes ago, he hacked a CEO's inbox and stole tomorrow's top-secret earnings report. Now he's trading stocks, options, $3 million in leverage, knowing the world is still asleep. One click could turn $10,000 into a fortune by sunrise. But outside, an unmarked van rolls to a stop. 18 months of cat and mouse are closing in. A silent alert flashes on his screen. Connection traced. Boots pound the stairwell. Metal meets wood. Door about to break. He hesitates over the keyboard. How did a bedroom hacker outsmart Wall Street? Who finally found his blind spot? Our journey begins not on Wall Street, but in a modest London apartment where Robert Westbrook, 39 years old, quiet, unremarkable, sits hunched over a laptop. Nothing about him screams mastermind. He isn't a coder from Silicon Valley. He isn't an angry insider seeking revenge. He's just a man with time, curiosity, and a dangerous observation. The financial world's most valuable secrets don't sit in vaults. They sit in email inboxes. Every quarter, executives trade early versions of earnings reports. They send draft financials, discuss revenues and losses, and upload spreadsheets that won't hit the public eye for hours or days. One of those emails could spike or sink a stock the moment it goes live. Millions move in seconds. And Westbrook realizes, if I can read those emails early, I can trade the future. The only problem? He's an outsider with no way into corporate systems. Unless he convinces someone to hand him the keys. He has no criminal record. He's never even jaywalked. Yet tonight, he's about to steal more money than most bank robbers dream of. All because he noticed something everyone else ignored. Westbrook spends night after night combing through security forums, hacking histories, and obscure chats buried in the web's darker corners. Somewhere between desperation and inspiration, the plan crystallizes. Phishing, not elite cyber attacks, not sophisticated malware, just deception, clean, simple, devastating. He crafts emails identical to Microsoft's official alerts. Subject line, your office. 365. Password requires urgent reset. The formatting is flawless. The logo perfect. The button tempting. His targets. Senior executives at mid-sized American companies. Big enough to matter, small enough to overlook threats. Westbrook proofreads the message a final time. Then he sends it. Minutes crawl, his heart thuds, then a ping. A CFO clicks his link. Credentials pour into his screen. He's in. The inbox opens like a safe cracking apart. Draft earnings, confidential attachments, internal discussions, and then the jackpot, tomorrow's earnings report. Revenue far above projections. The stock is about to explode. Westbrook leans back, stunned. In one click, he's holding information Wall Street would kill to see early. Now he must decide what to do with it. He begins by making himself invisible inside the inbox. He sets up an auto-forward rule. Every new email is quietly sent to one of his burner accounts. Then he erases all traces of tampering and logs out. The trading is where it gets dangerous. He doesn't buy shares. Too slow, too obvious. He buys options. Cheap contracts that grow in value like wildfire if the stock leaps. He wagers thousands of dollars on tomorrow's announcement, placing trades in the dead of night so they blend into market noise. Then he waits. The next morning, the company announces stunning results. Investors rush in. The stock erupts. Westbrook watches options worth pennies multiply into hundreds of thousands. He cashes out with trembling hands. In one morning, he earns more than he made in years. Wall Street analysts credit strong fundamentals. Executives celebrate beating expectations. No one suspects a hacker is siphoning profit from across the Atlantic. With his first win locked in, Westbrook spirals into a pattern of obsession and precision. 5 companies fall victim to his phishing traps: a container manufacturer, a construction supplier, a software firm, a gas station chain, a telecom hardware maker. Not glamorous names, exactly why they're perfect. Over the next year, he hijacks at least 14 earnings cycles. Each attack is faster, cleaner, more profitable. He buys servers to route his traffic through layers of VPNs. He uses anonymous email accounts. He spreads his trading across identities built from fake documents and burner phones. The money, about $3.75 million, pours in. He launders it through crypto mixers, sending Bitcoin bouncing across the blockchain like a ghost trail. To outside eyes, he's invisible. Westbrook begins to believe he cracked the system. He's convinced that with enough caution, enough misdirection, he can do this forever. But in the halls of the SEC, a storm is forming. Market abuse detection algorithms monitor billions of trades daily, and one pattern catches their attention. Someone is winning every time. Not sometimes, not occasionally, every single quarter. The trades appear right before earnings. The timing is too perfect. The profits too consistent. Statistically, it's impossible. Investigators begin tracing the accounts. They find fake names, disposable phones, newly opened trading profiles funded by Bitcoin. Then another clue. One company's IT team notices a suspicious auto-forward rule buried deep in its email settings. It shouldn't be there. They report it. The SEC listens. For the first time, the phrase "hack to trade" surfaces in internal memos. This isn't insider trading. This is cyber-assisted financial fraud. A senior analyst prints the profit chart and pins it to the wall. She writes one word beneath it in red marker: who? That single question launches a transatlantic manhunt. The ghost is about to discover he's been leaving footprints in neon. Westbrook trusts crypto to keep him hidden, but blockchain analysis has evolved. Investigators find clusters of wallets receiving payouts that perfectly match the profits of the suspicious trades. Most are anonymized correctly. One isn't. A single withdrawal leads back to a crypto exchange that requires identity verification. It's a tiny mistake, a forgettable transaction, but it's enough. The name on the exchange account: Robert Westbrook. The ghost suddenly has a body. The SEC calls the FBI. The FBI calls British authorities. The plan is set. 14 perfect crimes. One lazy Tuesday, he forgot to use a mixer. That one transaction lights up the entire chain like a flare. The hunter has become the hunted, and he doesn't even know it yet. Autumn 2024. Just before sunrise, a team of British officers surrounds a quiet block of flats in London. Inside, Westbrook is still awake, hunched over glowing monitors, reviewing yet another inbox overflowing with secrets. He hears a thud, then another. He looks up. The screen flashes a network alert. Connection traced. He lunges for the laptop, but the door crashes inward before he can act. Robert Westbrook, police, you're under arrest. Officers pull him from his chair. Trading windows stay open on the screens behind him. Charts, emails, confidential files. The fantasy collapses in seconds. The battering ram leaves a perfect rectangle of dawn light on the floor. His coffee is still warm. The last trade he'll ever place is frozen mid-execution. In under 10 seconds, a multi-million-dollar empire built on silence ends in pure noise. News spreads by afternoon. UK hacker arrested for $3.75 million hack-to-trade scheme. U.S. prosecutors unseal an indictment listing securities fraud, wire fraud, unauthorized computer access, and more. Together, they carry decades in potential prison time. The SEC files its own case, demanding every illicit dollar back. Westbrook sits in a holding cell, stunned. He believed he covered every track. He believed crypto would cloak him. He believed he was smarter than the system. But all it took was one auto-forward rule, one unwashed Bitcoin transaction, one small lapse. The perfect crime wasn't perfect after all. Westbrook's case sends chills through finance because it exposes a terrifying truth. A single hacker can quietly manipulate entire slices of the market. And he wasn't the first. A Russian hacker, Vlad Klushin, earned over $90 million by breaching U.S. filing agencies. Ukrainian hackers infiltrated newswires, leaking earnings for $100 million in profits. Smaller groups attempt similar tactics every year. As companies move everything to the cloud, email becomes a goldmine for thieves. Westbrook's downfall is a reminder that financial systems built on trust can be shattered by a single phishing email sent at midnight. He wasn't an outlier, he was a preview. As Westbrook awaits extradition to the U.S., he faces the reality that he mistook digital cleverness for invincibility. His scheme was bold, his execution precise. But he underestimated the people watching the markets. In a world where information is power, hackers are learning that inboxes are worth more than vaults, and regulators know that Westbrook won't be the last. The monitors are dark now. The dragon is awake, and it's hungry again. Somewhere else in the world, another quiet man just noticed the same flaw. The game is far from over.